good night to you also is let me know for the first couple of minutes as we give people time to sign in. Let me know, where are you listening to me from? What country? Again, I am Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. We are here live on YouTube. We are here live on Facebook, our group page, and we are live on TikTok. We trying to do these sessions as much as we can. Hello to our friend from Guyana, but sometimes our Monday gets very busy and we're not able to do these sessions. So welcome all. And again, for the first couple of minutes as we give people to sign in, let us know what country. Okay, hi to our friend from New York. Let us know where you are listening to us from or viewing us from. And if you have a question, go ahead and type it. I see La Maria already got to the point and typed her question. Hello to our friend in Trinidad. Type your question. We'll give everybody a few more minutes to log in, and then we will answer your questions. Again, if you're joining us on YouTube, hi YouTube friends, you can type your question in the chat box. If you're joining us on Facebook, hi to our Facebook friends, you can type your question also in the comment section under where you see this live, and I will get the question and I will answer it. Our TikTok friends, they know how to answer questions. Hello to our friend from Boston. Let us know where you are viewing us from. Where are you joining us from? And we're happy that you gave us this Monday afternoon to be with us so we can help you. Now, through the course of this session, you'll probably hear me mention my website very often. And our website is GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Save it, bookmark it, go to it. On our website, there's a lot of resources. You would be able to make an appointment. You click that blue button and you could click an appointment, book an appointment online, look at my schedule, and you set a time to talk to me. Also, you can, on our first page, if you scroll to the bottom, besides seeing our 19 TV interviews, you'll also see a lot of helpful links to making an appointment with USC online. Okay, I see a lot of New York people here joining. This session is only for 30 minutes. We want you to share this live session with all of your friends. So let us all go to our phones and hit share. Also hit like, but more importantly, share so other people can log in, tune in, and get this helpful immigration info. Okay. And again, we like to see where you're from. Oh, I see someone from California. But so far, New York is winning. We've had the most people say from New York. Let's go into some of these questions. Why would an I-130 be denied? So an I-130, a Form I-130 is a family-based petition, okay? Meaning it is a petition to prove your family relationship, whether it's a spouse filing for you, a parent filing for you, a sibling filing for you, a child filing for you. Those are the family relationships. So normally when you file an I-130, you're proving the relationship. If for some reason you cannot prove the family relationship, meaning you cannot prove that's your brother, sister, or you can't prove that's your parent because their name wasn't on your birth certificate. But the most common way we see I-130 denies are for spousal and marriage cases. And La Maria, I don't know if that's what in specific you're asking me for. Is it a spousal petition? Because when it's a spousal petition, it's a higher burden or additional evidence you have to prove. So besides proving that it is your spouse, you also have to prove that it's a good faith marriage based on love. Because there are a lot of marriages, unfortunately, that are fraudulent and just entered into to gain an immigration benefit. So immigration really scrutinizes spousal petitions. So, there are a lot of reasons why an I-130 could be denied. But if your I-130 has been denied or any petition has been denied, we will be more than happy to take a look and review the denial notice and give you our opinion, whether you should appeal or what are your best steps forward. Those consultations are $100 because it's a prior filing. Again, you could go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button. It will direct you to pay the $100 and then book your appointment, upload your ID. That's another thing. We do require IDs for everyone we speak to. We've had some people get upset about this, but we are an attorney. And just like you, when you go to the doctor's office, you give your doctor a copy of your ID. We also, as attorneys, need your ID because of attorney-client confidentiality. I need to know who I'm talking to, who I'm giving legal advice to, and to make sure your information is well protected, okay? So we do require an ID in order to speak with you. Judson, hi Schenectady, hi Maryland. Um, Advanced parole, travel one time, multiple time. When you apply for advanced parole, which is a form I-131, which is only given for certain type of petitions, advanced parole is a petition asking permission for a brief travel abroad. When you file that advanced parole, you can ask for either one trip or multiple trips. You should always try to select multiple trips. Okay. However, whenever you do travel under advanced parole, just know that you are always applying for admission when you're coming back into the country. Okay. So I hope I answered your question there, Judson. Hi, Boston. Hello. We have two people from Boston there. Why was my son I-45 form denied? Well, I would be more than happy to take a look at it. The I-45 is for seeking adjustment of status, and that you have to show legal entry. You have to show that you're eligible for permanent residency. There are lots of grounds of inadmissibility. There are criminal grounds of inadmissibility, a lot of character grounds of inadmissibility, again, lawful entry. So we would be more than happy to take a look at that I-45 denial notice. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Hit the blue button. It would require $100 because there's a prior filing. More than happy to review that for you and tell you why your son's case was denied. And hello, California. And come on, give us some likes, guys. We have a lot of people signed in. Thank you for the 321 likes on TikTok. And again, to our friends on Facebook and YouTube, we are available to take your questions. Please click them on chat. Thank you for all the hearts coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Keeps me going, keeps me inspired. We have been waiting for almost 6 months now for the interview letter. Well, it depends on what you file for. Okay, user 783. Let me know. What did you file for? Did you file for citizenship, family-based petition, adjustment of status, I-751? You filed to renew your green card. What interview are you waiting for? I will tell you this. If you file form I-751, which is to get the 10-year green card because you were granted a 2-year green card, conditional card, and you're waiting and you're filing to get the 10-year card, those are taking a good 2 to 4 years for a decision or interview. So I don't know. When you guys type your question, let me know specifically what type of form, what type of case you have, okay? U.S. citizen, I sponsored my mother. If you're a U.S. citizen and you sponsor your mother, Ariana, that's a 1-year process. Whether your mom is outside the United States or in the United States, it's a 1-year process. And you should have received receipt notices. But depending on whether you're processing outside the U.S. or inside the U.S., it's a different process. So Ariana, give me some more information so I could tell where you're processing, okay? Is mom outside the U.S. or inside the U.S.? And I'll be more than happy to go through those steps with you, okay? Natalie, how long does it take to get a green card interview in Canada? It depends, Natalie, who's filing for who. If it's a spousal petition, it'll take 1 year to get that interview in Canada. If it's U.S. citizen or permanent resident filing for a child, it depends on if the child is married or unmarried, under 21, over 21, and sibling, depends. If you're filing for someone outside the U.S., they're subject to the backlog. They're not going to get an interview until their case is finished processing at the visa center, okay? Let's go ahead and give us some more likes, guys. I think we're doing well. We're doing great on answering these questions as they're coming in. I received my social and EAD. That's employment authorization document. How long? Thank you for the likes. How long after do I receive my green card? Okay, so Shani, I'm assuming that this is based on marriage. If it is, we normally see social and employment authorization documents issued within 3 to 6 months after you file. In terms of a decision or an interview or to get the green card, it can take a good month. In some cases, you are set for interviews. In some cases, they waive the interview and just mail you the 2-year conditional card. Travel authorizations are taking a bit longer, okay? So, okay, a whole bunch of questions just popped up here on TikTok. So let me go back to some of these questions. I really wish there was an easier way to view these questions on TikTok. Okay. I remember one time I was on TikTok and there was a way to make this easier. Okay, let me go back because asylum cases, we don't handle asylum cases. EB3, we're selectively not doing EB3 right now. Hello from Dallas Tech. Hello to our friend in Dallas, Texas. PLE. How long does it take to get work authorization? Those are taking 3 to 6 months. I've been waiting for almost 6 months for work authorization. Any changes with I-601A? I-601A is still alive and well. That's a provisional waiver, meaning you get to file your waiver in the U.S. versus leaving the U.S. and filing your waiver abroad. These are for spouses of U.S. citizens who entered unlawfully and who have unlawful presence. The I-601A is the waiver, the provisional waiver. Those are taking about 2 to 4 years for a decision, okay? But yes, they're still active. Expediting is very hard for most of the consulates. You kind of just have to wait in line unless someone is like deadly ill. Is it possible to apply for a visit visa for my wife waiting for I-130? If you already filed the I-130 for your wife, which is a spousal petition, it shows you have immigrant intent. Most likely they're not going to give her a visitor visa because with a visitor visa, you have to show you have no intent to immigrate in the United States. So applying for a visitor visa would be in contradiction to your intent because you're not saying you're just coming to visit because you already have a immigrant petition pending, which is I-130. So most likely you're not going to get that tourist visa. Okay. Go ahead and give us some more likes and share, guys. Let's pause for a minute. Go to our phone, hit share. We have about 20 minutes left. We want to get as many people we can on. And the likes help us to get noticed. So go ahead and give us those likes if you like the information you're receiving. And let us know where you're listening to us from or viewing us from. Tell us where you're logging in from. How long does a VAWA take? VAWAs are taking 3 to 4 years. They're taking a really, really long time. And thanks for all the likes, guys. How can I bring my sibling? If you're a U.S. citizen, you can file for your sibling. U.S. citizen filing for a sibling right now, it's a 15-year backlog. So it's a bit of a wait, but you can definitely file. We'd be more than happy to help. Will they do a DNA test? They do have that option if they want. They will compare birth certificates. But again, there is so much fraud around the world to get to the United States. Most embassies do ask for a DNA test, and it's a simple cotton swab, and they'll advise you. Okay. And how long VAWA? Yes, VAWA is taking 3 to 4 years. We answered that. How can I acquire a work permit? Work permits are given for certain family-based petitions, spousal petitions that are pending, also for certain humanitarian type visas and for certain employment visas. Okay. After interview, ask for maternity test, made the payment. The kit is with the embassy. When do we go back? Anything about that the embassy asks you to get, make sure you correspond with the embassy. Most embassies will require you to register directly with them. So go ahead and make sure you're registered with the embassy so you can communicate with them. But these type of situations, you have to communicate directly with them. Now, if they give you a notice asking for more evidence or they want to deny you, then make an appointment with our office. It's $100 for that type of consultation, and we'd be more than happy to review what's going on. Okay, but you don't have a final decision yet, a final adjudication, so we can't really step in at this point. Okay. F4, that's a sibling petition filed June of 2021. Okay, well, F4 sibling petitions, I can tell you right now, according to the November visa bulletin for an F4, which is sibling petition, and I'm with you, Neil, here. They're working on April of 2007. So they're working on April 2007 for sibling petition, and you filed June of 2021. So you have a bit of a wait still, okay? About 13 more years to wait, okay? Is it possible to apply? Hi, Arizona. Hi, top friend from Arizona. Thank you for joining us this evening. Does the consulate schedule interviews after embassy expedite? The embassy can expedite your case through their office, but then when it gets to the embassy, you kind of just have to wait in line for your interview. If it is such an urgent situation, you need to contact the embassy, an email, mention your case number, and see if the embassy will expedite you. Okay. Visitor visas. I see a lot of visitor visa questions. Visitor visas, you have to apply directly with the U.S. Embassy. So whatever embassy you're seeking that visa from, that visitor visa from, tourist visa, B1, B2 visa, go to that embassy's website and you can apply directly with that embassy. That is the procedure now. Okay. We do consulate schedule interviews. Yes, they do. Okay. Good night. Good night to you from New York. My fiance received her K1 visa to travel within the state. If your fiance got her K1 visa and she's here in the United States, yes, she could travel within the state. But the most important thing with the K1 visa, our friend Jay, is that you have to get married within the 90 days. So please get married within the 90 days. And then you have to file for her to get permanent status. So when you, after you marry within the 90 days, then you have to start the process to get her legal status. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book your appointment online. We'd be more than happy to have a free consultation to advise you the steps for you to file for your fiance. Okay. And moving on. Wow, congratulations to you guys. You gave me 2,000 likes. Let's try to go for 3,000 likes. Let's see how many hearts that we can generate. So we're going to pause. You're going to heart. You're going to like us, and you're going to share. I see a friend on YouTube, DV lottery interview, crime involving moral turpitude. We've been advised to apply for a waiver. How long will it take? Yes. So if you have a crime, certain crimes will make you ineligible for a green card to enter the U.S. You have to file I-601 waiver. Those are taking about 3 to 4 years. So depending on the case, depending when it was filed. Another friend coming in from YouTube, arriving alien final order, paroled in, eligible to adjust status via USCIS. Okay, for our friend there, a lot of issues there. You're saying final removal, then you're saying they were paroled in, so they were let back in. Might be some issues there. 212D is 212 INA 212 Immigration and Nationality Act 212 roll the grounds of inadmissibility. So obviously they're finding this person inadmissible. This is our friend Kadeem on YouTube. And so you have to file a waiver for that person to get them admitted into the United States. How long? We have to take a look at that. So you're going to have to, we need to find out why the person was removed, how they're seeking reentry. So far, you have to go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book an appointment. I need to take a look at that removal order. I wish that I can give you guys quick, easy answers, but sometimes when there is, and that's how we charge $100 for prior filing. When there's prior filing, there's a lot of case history here, and we have to look at that to make sure that you guys, your family member remains eligible. Okay. Mom has a green card. She left the country in April. Is she okay to come back in December? This is a common question we get, Patty, and it is not up to us. I can tell you yes, but it's not up to me. It's up to the officer at the airport to decide whether they're going to admit her. The bad news is an officer can say yes or no. But when they see you've been out for an extended period of time, and since from April, that's a long time, an officer can make the judgment that she hasn't been living in the United States, and an officer may deny entry. So you have to look at that very carefully, okay? She could, but she's a green card holder is always applying for admission at the port of entry. Applying for admission, meaning you're not guaranteed entry. You could even be out for 1 month. An officer may say, "I'm not going to let you in. I'm going to take away your green card." So it's going to be up to that particular officer she speaks to at the port of entry, okay? Is it possible to, hello, Massachusetts. Hello, Karen from Massachusetts. Thank you for joining us. Our co-sponsor went to another state. We put him on our households. What's going to happen? Well, if your case, this is for Ken OBGA. If you have an interview, then you can update that information, and there'll be a whole new form required for the household member. This is regarding an affidavit of support. Because when you're a household member, it's a different form than when you're not a household member. So if you get an interview, yes, you'll have to update, and the household member will have to complete a different form. If you don't get an interview, if immigration doesn't ask, then whatever you filed would be accepted. Okay? So wait to see if you have an interview or if immigration asks you for an updated affidavit of support. Okay. Why did my fingerprints 6 months ago never received my interview date? Okay, fingerprints take a while. They have to go through background checks. And when the background checks are complete, then immigration will notify you. Okay. Can a husband file for a green card if they don't have a joint account? When you're filing based on marriage, they really want to see that joint bank account, okay? And it's not just a bank account with two people's name on it. They want to see activity. They want to see both applicants' name, beneficiary and petitioner, both spouses. They want to see paychecks being deposited into that account. They want to see bills being paid from that account. So yes, get a joint account and let's show activity because immigration will look at that, okay? And citizenship, waiting on interview. However, I got a speeding traffic violation. Good question there, okay? 2 more hundred likes and we hit 3,000 guys. So go ahead and like us on TikTok. I know you like what you're seeing. I'm getting tons of questions on TikTok. I'm going to go back to the citizenship question on TikTok. Let me take my YouTube question here. We found out I-130. Thank you for the likes on YouTube. Also, I see those coming in, those hearts. Thank you on YouTube. Let's see who's going to give us more likes, YouTube or TikTok. Okay, Fiona. We filed our I-130 in 2021, and the only update on it is active. Okay, Fiona, who filed for who? For the I-130? Was it a spouse filing for a spouse? Was it a parent filing for a child? Was it a child filing for a parent? Was it a sibling petition, Fiona? Give me a little bit more information of who filed for who, okay? And then I'll be more than happy to try to answer that question, Fiona. Okay, going back to citizenship. I applied for citizenship, waiting on an interview date. I got a speeding ticket. So citizenship right now is very fast. Next year's an election year, so they're really trying to get as many people to become citizens. The speeding ticket. So you will have an interview. When you have the interview, you have to bring any documents from when you file to the interview. So for the interview, bring proof of the traffic citation, certified copy of the traffic citation, and proof that the citation was paid. Your application to include that citation. Because one of the questions for citizenship is, have you ever been cited, detained, or arrested? So cited, the traffic violation is cited, okay? So print that citation, bring it, certified copy, and proof that you paid the ticket. Something from the clerk's office showing you paid and zero balance is due. Bring that to the interview. Fiona, okay, spouse filed for wife and child under 21. Okay, is the spouse a U.S. citizen or green card holder? Please let me know, Fiona, the spouse. Is the spouse a U.S. citizen or green card holder? Because that makes a difference in the wait time. Going back to TikTok, my fiance received K1. Great. Just know when they come into the U.S. Green card holder. Okay, Fiona. So now okay, Fiona, let's talk about that, Fiona, because right now we had a problem with green card petitioners. We had what's called retrogression, meaning the wait times went backwards. So right now, a green card holder filed, this is according to the November 2023 Visa Bulletin, a green card holder filing for spouse and child under 21. Immigration is working on February 2019. So it went backwards. Maybe when you filed, because like up to 4 months ago, it was current, meaning it was just processing time, but now there is an actual backlog. So Fiona, for your type of petition, they're working on February 2019. So when did you file? You filed in 2021. So you got a good 2-year wait. So that's why you're still waiting. So you filed, it's received, you're not going to get any update. It's not going to go to the visa center for the next steps of processing until the visa is close to being available, about 6 months away from being available. So again, they're working on 2019 and you're 2021, Fiona. So you got a couple more years to wait. Okay. We're answering some questions on YouTube. Shalishni, we do not handle DV lottery, diversity lottery cases, but if they are denying giving you the green card because of a crime involving moral turpitude, you will have to file that waiver. If you would like us to advise you on the waiver or assist you with the waiver, go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit that blue button, book an appointment online. Let us take a look at the denial notice or the notice that tells you to file the waiver, and we'll be more than happy to take a look at that, okay? And that's to our YouTube friend. Wow, TikTok friends, you really went above and beyond. I asked you for just 200 likes. Now we have 4,400 likes. That is awesome. Thank you to all our TikTok friends. You're welcome. Celestini, again, it's GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Seems a lot of you have prior filings with some issues. And for those, it is $100 for the consultation. Go to our website, hit the blue button, book an appointment online. We do consultations in the US and worldwide. We use WhatsApp. We have tons of consultations we do worldwide every day. Okay. Let's go back to our TikTok friends. I was ending this at 6 o'clock, but I want to get as many of your questions answered as much as I can. And so I'm going through these TikTok questions. They're coming in with great speed. We're waiting for an interview call. If your case is pending embassies, I'm hearing a lot of delays at the embassies. All you can do is email the embassy with your case number. Okay. Hello, Minnesota. Hello to our friend in Minnesota. My parents have a permanent bar, left voluntarily to Mexico 10 years ago. Can I petition for them? Alejandro, I would be more than happy to take a look at that. Can you please go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book an appointment, pay the $100. I would want to see the paper that they have that showed the 10-year, because you're telling me two things. You're telling me a permanent bar, and then you're telling me 10 years ago. So for permanent bar, there has to be maybe some type of criminal aggravated felony offense. So let's take a look at that. Let's make sure that they have a permanent ban or bar, and it's not just a 5-year or 10-year ban. So when you're deported or voluntarily or with an officer, you are given a piece of paper that says if you can return, how long you're banned for, and when you can return. So we really want to look at that piece of paper. If we cannot find that piece of paper or you don't have it, then we order a copy of that person's immigration file so we can find the actual deportation records, so we know if that person is eligible to return to the United States. We don't want to take your money and make promises if we don't know if that person is going to be allowed back in. Okay. So that's what we do typically for someone who's been removed. Again, go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, book your appointment online. Okay. I filed for my husband. He lives in Jamaica. I get my receipts. Stacy, let us know if you're a citizen or green card holder. Because Stacy, and if you are a green card holder and you filed for your husband, again, they're working on 2019. It's a bit of a backlog, so you may have to wait 2-3 years or until the visa is available. Stacy, if you are a U.S. citizen, it's a 1-year process. You will get a receipt, but then you have to wait for the file to be approved, the marriage to be approved by USCIS, which takes about 9 months, and then the file will go to the visa center. Okay. Okay, going to a question from CamCam on YouTube. My husband and I got married 2025 when my other 2 children, 16, 17, he became a citizen 2020 and put papers in 2021. They passed 21. Their I-130 is approved. How long will they have to wait for the green card? CamCam, there's a lot of dates here, a lot of issues. It's going to be a $100 consultation. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, because I need to know the exact date he became a citizen. And then I need to see the date the petition was filed, and I need to see where the petition is, CamCam. So I still have a lot of questions, and it's best if we share this information for a consultation. It's only $100. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, upload your ID, pay the $100, upload the I-130 approval, and I would want to see when the father became a citizen. Okay. 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 So going back to, wow, 6,000 likes on TikTok. So much. Let me go back to some of the TikTok questions. Facebook is a bit silent. We have a few questions coming in between YouTube and TikTok. And I'm a U.S. citizen. My mom is in Canada. Will it take 1 year for her sponsorship? Yes, and with her processing in Canada. So 3 steps when you're filing for a parent or spouse outside the United States. First step is the file goes to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, and it will take them about 9 months to review that. Once they review it and approve it, and then in month 9, it should go to the visa center. Once the file goes to the visa center, it spends about 3 months there or until you get them everything they need. And then the last step is the file goes to the embassy for an interview. Okay, CamCam, I see the thing about the stepfather and you're a green card holder. So Go ahead and make that phone consultation so we can review all those documents and give you a more detailed answer to your question, because there are a lot of dates there that I need to look at to determine how much longer and determine eligibility for that filing. Okay. So go ahead and make that appointment. CamCam, I'll be more than happy to answer that question for you. Okay. I see a lot of people are joining now. Again, thank you for share. How about I give you guys 15 more minutes? Let's see how many questions and how many more shares we can get in the next 16 minutes. Wait time for I-601 waiver, 2 to 4 years. Thank you for all the hearts. We are loving the feedback that we are getting. It would be quite boring if I was just sitting here looking at myself. So I'm happy that a lot of you guys are engaged and you're sharing and we're getting questions. Biometrics and medical. Let me give you my email address because I see tons of questions coming in. If I can answer, I will. But you could also email me, my email address is on my website. So you can go to GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com, go to our website to book an appointment. You'll also see my email address. Email address is Gail@GailLaw, GailLaw.com. Go to our website. Email me. I may not get to your question tonight. As I'm speaking, I see 50 more questions. I may not get to your question tonight, but please send me an email, okay? If I can answer it, I will. If it requires a consultation, I'll give you guidance how to make that appointment. But if you just want to make an appointment for a free consultation, because we do offer free consultations, go to our website, GailLaw.com, GailLaw.com. Hit the blue button. You'll be able to select a time and date. Tell me your name, upload your ID and payment if applicable, and book your appointment. Very simple. My office will then review your request and will send you a text confirmation confirming your appointment. Okay, let me see. Let me go back to my TikTok friends. We're up to 8,300 likes, guys. This is truly amazing. Received EAD 5 months ago. How long before for interview? Been married 2 years now. Well, your interview should be anytime. Normally, we see the interview within 1 year of filing this files the petition here in the U.S. Can a green card holder file for someone? Yes, Dorita, a green card holder can file for a spouse, a child under 21, and an unmarried child over 21. Those are the only three categories of people a green card holder can file for. I'll repeat that. A spouse, a child under 21, and an unmarried child over 21. Okay, a green card holder cannot file for a parent. A green card holder cannot file for a married child. Okay, and a green card holder cannot file for a sibling. Okay, your mother has been here for 13. Oh, my mother has been here 13 years. File for sibling. How long will it take? The mother, first of all, has to be a U.S. citizen, and if she filed for her sibling, those are taking about right now about 15 years. Sibling petitions. Let's talk about sibling petition. If you're a U.S. citizen, you file for a sibling. Right now, immigration is working on April 2007. So you need to look at when you file. So say you filed April 2009. Well, immigration is only up to April 2007. So you have about 2 more years. Okay. So that's what immigration is working on. Can I file for a parent being a green card holder? No. A green card holder cannot file for a parent. You, as a green card holder, need to think about filing to become a U.S. citizen, Tandy. And once you're a U.S. citizen, you can file for that parent. Okay. Thank you for your fluency answering questions. You're a great asset. Well, thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. I really do. I got my I-130 approved 40 days ago. I-45 is still pending, marriage based. Okay, so if you got your I-130 approved, waiting on the I-45, then there's some issue with the I-45. Maybe it's affidavit support. Maybe you didn't send a medical exam. Maybe you're going to get a request for evidence. Or maybe they're going to interview you. So you're going to get some kind of communication about the I-45, because normally we see I-130 approved with the I-45. So if the I-45 was not approved yet, it means immigration is looking at something deeper, or there could be a problem. If you do get a notice, for any of you guys, if you get any kind of notice of immigration requesting evidence, immigration giving you a notice of intent to deny, go ahead and set an appointment. Go to GailLaw.com, pay the $100, upload the documents. Let us take a look at it. Let us give you our opinion. Let us help you. Okay. Because, if you go to my YouTube or TikTok, you see I have a video, denials equal deportation. When a petition is denied, it can be referred to deportation, and you don't want that. Okay. Can I file for my grandson without my daughter? Unfortunately, not, Sumi. There's no grandchild sponsorship. You would have to file for your child, and then your grandchild would be included under your child's petition under your daughter. So, Sumi, you file for your daughter, and if your daughter's children or your grandson is under 21 when the visa becomes available, then your grandson comes under your daughter. Okay, that's how it works. Can I adopt a child? You can adopt a child. There are a lot of rules behind that, Juliet. So make sure you do that correctly. Okay. There are rules for orphan versus non-orphan. Hague Treaty applies to most of these countries. If you adopt a child, if you adopt a non-orphan, you have to live with that child for 2 years after the adoption before you can file for that child. So there's a lot of rules that apply. I-601A does not require an interview, but you have to get the I-130 approved first. So I-130 would have an interview, and then you file the I-601A. But I-601 provisional waiver, you do not have an interview. Okay. I was deported from the U.S. You want to come back? Yes, go ahead and go to our website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, set your appointment. For anyone who's been deported, we need to take a look at your case history, see what your ban is, and when you can return. Can an immigrant go on a cruise? If you are here on a tourist visa, yes, you can go on a cruise. If you are here and out of status, no, you cannot go on a cruise if it's cruising outside the United States, okay? Because once you file for petition in the U.S., you cannot leave. If you leave without the advance parole, then you're abandoning your petition, okay? How long does it normally take for a resident mother to sponsor her unmarried child? So a green card holder filing for, and this is for Vanita, a green card holder filing for an unmarried child, they're working on September 2015, okay? So if they're working on September 2015, that's an 8-year wait. So green card holder, mother filing for unmarried child is an 8-year wait. Best to just file it and go from there. Wow, a lot of questions here. No, K1 is not moving faster. I do not recommend K1. I recommend marrying and filing based on the marriage. K1 is a non-immigrant visa, has a high rate of denial, and is discretionary, meaning an officer can deny and not have to give you a reason. Okay. If you came legally as a child but no I-94, we need that I-94 to show that you came legally. That's the only way you could show you came legally, Amuse, is through that. Spanish, no Spanish, only English. I had a baby in the US, my visa got revoked. I say this all the time. I just did a video on it. If you check out my YouTube and TikTok, I just did a video on birth tourism. Beautiful soul, I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. A tourist visa to come have a baby in the US, the baby returned to they do revoke the visa. So that is something we see. Okay. And that is because that child now is a US citizen, and now you have immigrant intent. You now have someone who can file for you. So when you come and have a baby in the US, they then say you have immigrant intent, and that's why they cancel the visa. Or they say you made a misrepresentation, that you lied to say you were just coming to visit, but your intents were to come and have an anchor baby in the US. Okay. So that is something that can lawfully be done. Okay. I'm going to answer 5 more questions. Thank you for the 12,000 likes on this live session, TikTok friends. That is just amazing. Okay, let me get 5 more questions in. I'm a green card holder. I've been out of the US for 2 years. If you're a green card holder and you've been out for 2 years, you already lost your green card. What the law says, Anthony, is if you're out of the US for a year and a day, you lose your green card automatically under the laws. So what you will have to do is contact the US Embassy and see if they will make an exception and maybe give you a tourist visa if you surrender your green card, or if they will give you a re-entry permit. That is going to be up to the US government through the US Embassy. Okay? That's what you can do. I'm going to try to hit, I am a citizen. Can I bring my mom and dad by visit visa? You can, as a citizen, if your parents can apply for a visitor visa, but they would have to go to the U.S. Embassy website to apply for the tourist visa. However, you as a U.S. citizen can file for mom and dad, and it's a 1 year processing time. Just make sure mom and dad want to live here in the United States. We already answered a few questions of people being out for extended period of time as green card holders. If you are going to apply for mom and dad to come and live in the U.S., they're permanent residents in the U.S. and they have to permanently reside in the U.S. We find a lot of older folks want to split their time and spend some of their time in the U.S., some of their times back in their native country. And for that, they could end up losing their green card if they're not spending predominantly more of their time here in the U.S. Can my parents file for my minor brother? Yes, they can, once their name is on the birth certificate. Can I adopt an 18-year-old? No. Rodney, for immigration purposes, an adoption, it needs to take place before the child is 16. If the adoption takes place 16 and older, it's not the adoptive parent-child relationship is not recognized. For the adoptive parent-child relationship to be legal, the adoption has to take place before 16. Okay? And you want to move to the US from UK, a small criminal record. Well, Road Chief, you'll have to go to my website, GailLaw.com, hit the blue button, upload your ID, pay the $100, upload the criminal record. Let me take a look at it and see if it's going to cause any problem. And I would be more than happy to take a look at that. Hey, everyone. I got a hey attorney. Well, hey, everyone. A lot of, deep deported want to come back. Again, more than happy to answer those questions. And I'm going to start wrapping it up. Okay. It's going to be, wow, believe it or not, time flies, 45 minutes that we've been on this. ITIN. ITIN is an individual taxpayer identification number that you have to contact an IRS tax authorized agent. Okay. So an authorized IRS agent is the only person that you can apply through to get the ITIN. I hear you have to give them your passport. All an ITIN is like a social security number, so you can file tax and report income. It's not any legal status in the US. It's just so you can report income on a tax return. So think about if that's really what you want to do. Okay, your friend. A lot of questions still coming in, but I'm going to wrap this up. I'm so sorry. Go to our website, GailLaw.com, and look at my email address. Send me an email with your question. We do not handle asylum cases. We do not handle TPS cases. I just crossed the border from Mexico. They gave me a letter. I need to go to court. Well, if you're coming in from Mexico, if you're coming in illegally through the borders, you're only getting in because you're claiming asylum. You're claiming you cannot return to your country due to the fact that you will be persecuted. So you are then saying asylum. Asylum is not just you say asylum. You have to go to court and prove your asylum case to a judge. That's why you got a notice to go to court. You have to go to court. If you do not go to court, Anonymous 98, then the judge will still order you deported. Your absence in court will, if you are absent in court, the judge will issue an order automatically ordering you deported. So you must go to court, and you will be given a date to go back to court to prove your asylum case, your claims of why you cannot go back to your country. If your asylum case is denied, then you're going to be ordered removed. Okay? So that's the reality of trying to enter the country illegally through the southern border. Okay? You will have to have a date in court where you have to prove your claims. If you cannot prove your claims, then you will be denied and deported. Can I apply for citizenship with my 2-year card? That depends. If you already filed, hopefully you filed KP, your I-751. I'm assuming your I-751 to get your 10-year card still pay. It depends on if you're going to file for citizenship based on 3 years or 5 years. 3 years if you're still living with and can show a good faith marriage with your U.S. citizen spouse. KP, we could do a consultation to discuss that 751 and the options of filing for citizenship, because I had a few people just last week who, with their 751 pending, filed for citizenship and got denied on the 751 and denied on the citizenship. So you are raising the bar on yourself by filing for citizenship with that 751 pending. Okay. So I see a lot of questions. I really want to answer them, but at this point, we're going to wrap this up. And all the questions that I did not answer, guys, if it's a brand new filing, It's a free consultation. So go to our website, GailLaw.com, and book that appointment. If it's a prior filing, and a lot of you have prior filings, Naz, I just saw you won the visa lottery. Congratulations. You know, if you have a prior filing, then it's $100. Go to our website. Again, hit the blue button, make a payment, upload your ID, give us your name, phone number, email, and we'd be more than happy to set that consultation. Okay? So for the last 45 minutes, you have been spending time with me, Immigration Attorney Gail Seeram. Been practicing law for 24 years, 20 years from right here in Orlando. But even though we're in Orlando, we have clients all over the world, nationwide and worldwide. Immigration law is federal law. We can practice immigration law from any state or represent you from any state and also worldwide. Give us, I already referred our website a few times, GailLaw.com. I prefer to just refer you back to my website, GailLaw.com. On our website, you'll get my WhatsApp number, my local US number that you could text on, WhatsApp, you could text and call, my email. Use those 3 resources to get in touch with our office. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Those are the 3 main platforms where you will see me post videos. I post videos almost every week. Keep up with us. I try to do these lives as often as I can. So far, it's turning out to just be once a month. But again, I'm always available by email. Okay, send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions. Thank you to all the friends that have joined us on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. And thank you to our 14,000 friends that gave us likes. We really, truly appreciate all of you giving us your time on this busy Monday evening. Keep up with GailLaw.com. Keep up with us on social media. The Visa Bulletin changes every month just to answer that question. Thank you all for joining us, and good night.